Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Karen Makowski. I'm the leading investigator on any of my cases, parapsychology or paranormal investigations. Welcome, aka Butterfly Karen. Did I just say that? Can't remember. Okay, so, right, welcome. Just a quick update, just so you guys and gals know, I do not have a social media page. The only places you're going to be able to find me is this one YouTube channel, Butterfly Karen, and multiple playlists, but one channel only, and my website, drkarenmakowski.com. There is a chat service there you can use, like a text service, if you need to get hold of me or anything like that, or ask me any questions. That is it. In the contents box, it's like an email address, all that beautiful stuff. Those are the only ways you can contact me. Please don't get catfished. Please don't get scammed. I'm already dealing with gang stalkers, as most of you know. Like, I don't really care though. What I'm saying is I'm dealing with them. But I don't know how far they're going to go to be absolute pieces of shit. So please don't get catfished by these scumbags, these gutter trash in human form. And please don't get sort of scammed. I'm just trying, this is just my way of protecting you guys and gals. So, that's pretty much it. That's not going to change. If for some reason I was ever to open another social media platform again at some point in the future, I will let you know from my mouth. That's it. Otherwise, you will not find me anywhere. We just got real stuffed up then. Oh la la. So, today, it's been an interesting start to the year, and there's that major shift going on. So, today I'm going to be discussing case CCMP. Sorry, no, I'm not. I've got so many CCMP cases on my mind at the moment. Intuitive Intelligence Data Report 23. Now, yeah, okay. This was conducted on the 5th of January 2024 at 9:54 a.m. This was conducted on the 7th dimension. I go to a lot of different higher dimensions because I'm working with different sources. You can call them species, you can call them what you want, but they're not human. Right? So I don't care. Well, they're not like us, put it that way. They're very high vibrational beings. I mean, we're interdimensional beings. We're just living a human experience, that's all. Understand where your DNA comes from. Now, I don't really want to sort of get into that because I'm not here to infringe on people's belief systems, etc. Nor will I have people infringe on mine either. It's just not going to happen, and I really don't care. So this is what I do. This is what I specialize in when it comes to being a parapsychologist. I do go to higher dimensions. I'm constantly getting downloads from different dimensions anyway. The higher the dimensions, the higher frequency, different sort of my sources, I call them my sources, but there's a lot of different types of intuitive intelligence that's going to come through. So a lot of it's for the collective, some of it's not. And as I said in IIDR23 in the last one, that was pretty, like I was discussing, I believe that was IID. I think it was, yeah. Good Lord, I've been doing so much. But that's where, again, that's kind of when the 6 federal agents that I was allocated to me, right, back in 2018, that I've pretty much been working with on the ether, right, just for the remote viewing method and all that good stuff. That's usually who gets a lot of the higher intuitive intelligence. And like I said in that one, I don't know who they are. I don't know their names. I don't even know where they're located. I don't need to know that. I just know their energy. And like I say, we do sort of tend to come online usually once a month. I'll update them. That's usually my red files. I connect with them, and I pretty much, because they're really, very high vibrational agents, obviously incredible. I mean, they're master the remote viewing methods, obviously. And, you know, like I say, who train them is none of my business, but they're very intuitive. They just can't go to the higher dimensions that I go. Well, they can. They just can't get the same data. They can't get the data I get. I don't know why that is. That's none of my business, but, I get it pretty much. So I sort of distribute it and they were chosen. So, I say chosen, but selected, but, again, it's all to do with intention. So if there was negative intentions, they won't be getting anything. I don't care who they are or who they work for. Do you know what I mean? I don't care. That's none of my business. But I do sort of connect with them like once a month, and I'll go through some of the intuitive intelligence. Now, what that sort of that data's for is none of my business either. It's just that it needs to be delivered to them. So, I mean, that's usually stuff for like science, different sort of science and things like that. So science that I'm not part of, but that's pretty much it. Now, like I said, I've been working sort of with them on the ether for years now, so it's not like anything new, but there's a strange, it's kind of nice in one way for me, because sometimes when I'm here on the physical realm, when I'm like surrounded by sort of scumbags and stuff like that, doing crazy shady stuff that they shouldn't be doing, when I usually go online with those federal agents, I'll actually give them a heads up like, hey, this is going on, and I don't really give a shit. Right? Especially when it puts me in danger. You're joking, right? So I'll pretty much give them a heads up. I'll give them extra data, just like, keep an eye on this person, watch this one, interesting people, seriously. Because if they're doing stuff they shouldn't be doing, like hurting other human beings, like human trafficking, that kind of stuff, I'll take those down. I'll take those people down. I do not care. Can't stand that evil shit. I do not care. Can't stand evil people like that. Evil's a choice, not a condition. So that's kind of where we're at. And I mean, that's from a little sort of gang stalkers. I mean, because I don't know who these sort of people are, I mean, I'm always going to be one step ahead of them, because I'm always going to be able to foresee what they're planning and plotting. And that's not rocket science, because I'm really that in tune. So I do feel like I've foiled a few of their plans, a little nut jobs. But it's what I'm going to start doing. I'll probably do some interactive remote viewing sessions with you guys and gals, like sort of see me work, and when I'm going to sort of different higher dimensions. I mean, I'm always connected to 5D anyway. There's a major shift going on right now, so we are literally moving into the 5th dimension. So if you're not in tune with that, you want to get in tune with it. Raise your vibrational frequency and connect to it, because you do not want to stay on this 3D low vibrational. Okay. You don't want to be sticking around. Your mind does not want to be stuck in 3D. Not this year anyway. You want to start making the most of the beautiful energy, because the major shift is for us all. It's not just for some. And I know there's a lot going on this 2024, big time. A lot's coming in, a lot's going on, a lot of changes, because the kind of downloads I'm getting and the data and intel that I'm getting from higher dimensions. I mean, this was from the 7th dimension. And my source here, there's been a lot of questions, been a lot of certain types of people, not quite sure who they are, but they've been waiting for certain types of people too. They've been wanting clarity, I guess, answers to the questions they've been asking. Now, I don't know who this is for, but you. Okay, it's weird. I'm not quite sure. I've got Nevada State Police in my... Don't know where that came from. It's okay. Weirdly enough, because when I was kind of conducting this session, I kept getting distracted by numbers. And, you know, numbers are everything. Like sometimes a lot of binary code will come in too. I can't read binary code. That's not my field of expertise. But I'm not going to ignore the numbers, because if it's looking like binary, if it's looking like code, that's clearly for someone or someones. So I'm going to grab that, which I'll sort of go through the numbers, because they were coming in sporadically as well. Like they were coming in like, you know, synchronized numbers like 1010, like 1101, 111, 1111. I'm like, okay, well, you know, you put that all together, you've got a pretty much binary numbers system going on there. But it was the way the numbers were coming in. They weren't coming all at once. It was just weird, because the downloads and information I was getting was so sort of like, it was coming in weird parts anyway. Now, I feel like with this case, I was getting, this felt like, sorry, I'm still, oh God, here we go, 1222. So we're going to get some numbers coming through. I feel like while I'm sort of discussing, okay, right. I feel like I'm going to need my pad, a notepad for this one. because I'm always like tapped in anyway, but just in case anything comes through, it doesn't hurt to sort of deliver it right now. Okay, what we got going on there? Just note that down, 1, 2, 2, 2. So I don't know if that's going to be to do with it might be worth just sort of adding it to the report, because I'm pretty much working like as I'm connected to it. We'll see what comes in. Anyway, this data report, and my throat chakra's already started playing up, so it's almost like someone wants to keep me, wants me to shut up. That's not going to happen. Right, so, let's have a look. Now, those federal agents I was talking about, I call them my guys. So if you ever sort of in the future and I'm working on cases or discussing them, and you ever hear me refer to my guys, those are the guys I'm talking to. I'll have already distributed data anyway to them. So now, there was clearly a lot of a lot of questions certain types of people are being asking. I don't care if you belong to a covenant. I don't care about your secret societies. I do not care what organization you belong to. That's your free will to do so. You can do what you want, believe in what you want. We all know there's consequences to your actions, but I have zero interest in any of you. I'm never going to be a part of any organization in any shape or form. I'm a singular. I'm a parapsychologist. I'm a singular. That's it. That's how it's going to be. I don't belong to anybody. I'm not affiliated with anybody. So I need to feel like I need to sort of put that out there. But that does not mean I'm not connected. So, but the point is, I don't have a problem who you belong to or what you're involved in, but stay the F away from me and keep your stupid energy attacks to, well, they're not getting in, but good luck with the idiots. Just don't get it. It's weird. And I feel like I've got to go here. I don't care who you belong to, who you're worshipping. I'm not interested, right? But you know the rules. You know there's an order to everything, even within law and covenants and all the shit you belong to. You know there's an order to everything. There's a hierarchy and there's an order, but then there's a divine order. You know about that too, right? You know there's certain types of people you do not touch or you do not mess around with. Don't care how effing jealous you are. Get some self-esteem. Work on yourself, work on your healing. It's as simple as that. Work on you. But I don't care how much you hate somebody. Just know who you're messing with before you start messing with them. So, but if you're not sure who you should be messing with, go to your higher uppers and go, hey, you shouldn't be touching anybody. You shouldn't be doing anything to anybody anyway, but you're going to because you work off the unhealthy ego. You know, you're all a bit arrogant. And what you're into, again, none of my business, but that's why you do harm. Well, people like me, we do no harm, right? We take a different earth to you peoples. But the point I'm trying to say is, there are some people, if you're not sure who you're messing with, here we go. Clearly, as soon as I start talking about these types of people, this crap comes. Know who you're messing with before you start messing with them. It's really not a hard concept to understand. If you're not sure, go to your higher uppers and just go, hey, I clearly, I'm an idiot and I want to mess with this person's energy, or I want to sort of harvest or manipulate this person's energy. How can I find out if they can be touched or not? You shouldn't be touching anybody, but you're going to because you're idiots, right? And you're just scum in human form. So, but, you know, the consequences too. Goes around, comes around. It's as simple as that, and good luck. So depending on who you think you're messing with, that's what you need to know. So, but yeah, there are some you don't touch. I mean, even not to do with bloodlines. It's like ancestral bloodlines. Understand your ancestral bloodlines and you'll know who to leave alone if you've got half an effing brain. Now, saying that, there are some very higher uppers, I don't know who these people are, I'm not interested, but there are some very higher uppers, right? Who know they do not touch certain people. And to be perfectly honest, they're probably the higher uppers like, leave that one alone. They'll probably be the first ones to tell you to leave certain types of people alone. they usually have a protection element going on too. Like, okay, there's a good chance that ancestral bloodline right there, okay, would love that person to belong to us, but that's not going to happen, right? However, there could be a blood ancestral connection somewhere, cross connection. So that's another reason why they'll be very, I'm not sure we can touch that one. I'm not a follower. That's why I don't belong to anyone or anyone's or any group at all. I am not a follower. And I never will be. I'm not a sheep. I'm not sheep in any shape or form. So that's just how I feel about that. And this could be for who they're. I mean, there might be certain types of higher uppers right now. I feel like they're waiting for a lot of intel coming in. And they're clearly not getting it from where they're trying to get it from. But maybe this is for you guys and gals. I don't know, but you can have at it. Let's see. Oh yeah, my source, a lot of telepathy. So the first message I was getting, so the downloaded messages was, the construct of Genesis is broken. The construct of Genesis is broken. The human construct is different. I understand that. So the human construct is different. You cannot build the interdimensional bridge with mechanics. She is the bridge. Protect her. There's some people that are waiting for that. I know that much. You cannot build the interdimensional bridge with mechanics. She is the bridge. Protect her. It's all to do with consciousness. You cannot manipulate consciousness the way you think you are. There is a lot you're probably trying to do with it, right? But you're never going to understand it the way you think you're going to understand it, because you're not going to be able or allowed to weaponize it. Consciousness is everything. It's everywhere. It belongs to everyone, not just you idiots, right? Weaponizing it so you can use it to kill each other. It's not going to happen. So, and it's funny because I'm literally like, you can't, I don't know whoever needs to know that is, there's some sort of secret organization anyway, because I'm literally looking at my great uncle's name on my board, and he was old school SAS. His career, he was like 22 years, I believe. So whenever I'm just kind of grabbed hold of his name, and it's like, yes, I always feel like, well, there's something secretive about that message. I mean, that's probably for certain types of people, but I'm not saying whatever they're doing is bad. It's just, I feel like this is to do with consciousness. And that's why your quantum mechanics or whatever you're trying to work with, you are not going to build the interdimensional bridge. You don't need to at all. But they were saying she is the bridge and you protect her. So they already know who this person is anyway. They should be protecting. They know. And then the second energy came in, because I was connected to two sources, and the second energy came in. They know why. So once I finished with that, once I heard that, she is the bridge, protect her. And then the other one came and said, they know why. So it's definitely a group. Now, they were waiting for his return. She is here. He is with her. You cannot have one without the other. They were waiting for his return. She is here. He is with her. You can't have one without the other. So that clearly means something or somebody's waiting for that, Now, like I say, I was getting as I'm sort of visualizing, I'm seeing what's going on and gathering the data and all that beautiful stuff. Then I'm just sort of seeing numbers, and then, and I was like I say, I was seeing 1010, 1101, 1101, 111, 1111, 1010, 1101, 111, 1111. That could be curve or something, binary or anything like that. See if anything else is coming in. Okay, I'll stay open. Oh, you never know. So, yeah, I just feel like there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on. There's a lot that needs to be sort of clarified. Like, I feel like some people are waiting for clarity. And I also believe, and I feel it, I know it, a lot, especially the next few months, is going to be very important. I know there's something hot coming on in summer, like something going down in July. I'm not sure what it is yet. But I'll continue, you know, it's weird. Look, I understand what's going on. I understand how this sort of world works, right? I don't know everything. Good Lord, nobody knows everything. But I understand a lot. I know that there's certain collapses of systems right now. I mean, when I say when you think of the big system, like the Matrix, whatever you want to call it, but again, I call it the magnificent system. But the Matrix of the system, there is thousands of systems within that one. And I feel like what I'm understanding is there is a lot of systems collapsing within the system. Those are the they need to. They're overdue to. They should have, those sort of systems should have expired a long time ago, but, you know, technology advancements and people just not like evolving, right? Obviously we're not evolving. Well, most of us are. Some of us are, not all of us, but there's a lot of systems should have expired by now, but they are just slowly sort of like crumbling within. I feel okay. I feel like that's for my guys. I'm going to save that for my guys. I feel like that's not for public knowledge, not right now anyway. Sometimes if something comes through, and usually I know if it's for the collective, but I'll always sort of check with my guys first, and then if they sort of give me this, yeah, that's no big deal. Like if it felt for one moment it was it would do harm, I wouldn't reveal it. But if it's not going to do harm to anyone, I'll probably just sort of put it out there. But excuse and wow, I'm just like feeling suddenly stuffed up. That's so weird. Yes, I think the next, like I say, if anything else comes through, I might just do a sort of interactive session. I'll probably just sort of start recording again and start writing and see what, because I feel like I've got a major download coming in right now, and it might take a while for the intel, the data to come in anyway. So I may have to sort of meditate on it and bring it all in and do that kind of good stuff. Right? And I feel, and if that happens, I'll probably have to turn that into like IIDR24. So at this point, I am going to just sort of leave that there. Interesting times. Right now, like I was saying in the other video, we are in major sort of karma season. Karma. Not a lot of people believe in karma. That's perfectly okay. You reap what you sow. If you understand that concept, it's the same thing. It's a frequency you give. It's a cause and effect frequency you create. It comes from you. It's the law of attraction. It's all that kind of stuff. What you put out there is going to come back. Well, that's exactly the same whether you're negative or positive. So I feel like it doesn't even matter who I'm talking to. Everybody's going through weird sleep disruption patterns right now. So I know I am. It's great. But, you got to work with it. So... Okay, 1-1. So I'm going to leave it there. I feel like I was not supposed to go on for too long. I mean, I wasn't going to do a long video, but I felt like a lot was coming in, so extra. Other than that, take care, be kind. Kindness is free. It's good for karma, and all that beautiful stuff. And I'll see you all soon.